Hey there, net dwellers! I am Joe Maven, and as you can probably already tell, it's Christmas month! It's December. It's not Christmas yet, but it's the month of Christmas, meaning December. Honestly, if you didn't tell, Christmas is honestly my favorite holiday ever. Why? Well, it's pretty much seems like the kind of month where like everyone looks around other people and they go, I guess I can be nice to everyone, or try to be, at least for 1 month. And there's just a lot of happiness to go around that I notice around this time of month. Nonetheless, besides Christmas, what else is also occurring this month? Well, this year too, but this month also is a new Star Wars, which is the release of The Last Jedi. I'm excited. If you couldn't tell. But since people are so freaking excited for Star Wars The Last Jedi, that including me, one can kind of appropriately make the assumption that since this is Disney's third release of a Star Wars film distributed by them for the 3 consecutive years in a row, back to back to back, one has to assume, since if it's going to continue like this and we're going to have a new Star Wars movie coming out from the years to come now for every year, it's not so blasphemy if some people are kind of admitting that they're kind of tired of Star Wars. And it isn't so awful to think, for someone to think possibly, are people getting more excited in the month of December for Star Wars instead of for Christmas? Well, I'm here to break the ice and tell you all that neither is more anticipated for this month than the other. In fact, both are equally more excitable from the minds of different individuals right now. Everyone is excited for both things very equally. Now, in this video, I will prove to you all that the entity that is Star Wars is very similar to Christmas, and how you shouldn't be ashamed if you like both equally, because they aren't two different entities, because they're actually the same thing. And I'm here to prove that to you all. And I am really bad at intros because I put so much detail into them, and I really kind of repeat myself, and I kind of really repeat myself. So, now, the first connection that one can easily see with Star Wars and Christmas is Christmas has its own cereal mascot. That being Saint Nick himself. If you look closely onto Christmas's actual cereal mascot, that being Santa Claus, you may also notice that the great Sir Santa has a white beard that flows down his chin. And what is one of the prominent characters that are featured into this new Star Wars film that's coming out the same month as Christmas with the new Star Wars movie? It is Luke Skywalker. Yes. Gaze. In the glory that is his features. So this character that's featured in the franchise of Star Wars and featured heavily into this new Star Wars feature flick that's entitled The Last Jedi, like some are saying, is this character Luke Skywalker. Yes, notice the features that he has. He has himself a beard. Not just any beard, but a great beard like Luke Skywalker, Santa Claus. I know I can see that the resemblance is uncanny. Case off for that first one, yes. You know how Santa has Santa's little helpers, that being, of course, elves, Santa's elves that help him out making toys. Star Wars has its equivalent to Santa Claus. Have his own helpers in different form. One of those helpers in Star Wars include, of course, the Porgs. In the trailers for The Last Jedi, we see these tiny little creatures called the Porgs. Being the Porgs, these little things, they seem to be on the island that Luke Skywalker, aka Star Wars' Santa Claus, has with him on the island. So since they share the same location as Star Wars equivalent to Santa Claus, and Santa Claus has sent his own little helpers, that being elves, that must mean that being Star Wars' Santa Claus, since these little guys are little, they must help Luke Skywalker send out. We're just stepping closer and closer and closer to making Christmas and Star Wars being pretty much the exact same thing. I roll here. Next, what is part of Santa's shop? And what is Star Wars equivalent to Santa, Luke Skywalker's job? To bring presents and joy to all the children in the world and bring gifts to them. And in the movie Star Wars, from the trailers of The Last Jedi, what does it look like? Star Wars equivalent to Santa, Luke Skywalker, what's his gift to one special child? What's his gift to the special child? That being Rey. Rey. What's his gift to her? It's the gift of becoming a Jedi. She's 20-something years old or something. But a child at heart, kid at heart, kid at heart. That's all fine and good. We got Santa Claus and the children and the elves down. But what about the Christmas special as well? You all know the Christmas special of cartoon, and of course, the very critically acclaimed Jim Carrey adapted version. Or How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is primarily actually called, but we're just gonna call it the Grinch. In that version, Star Wars has a character that's very similar to the Grinch. You know what his name is? His name is Kylo Ren. Grumpy, I mean the Grinch, for Christmas special. And Kylo Ren's mother, Princess Leia. Kylo Ren's father, Han Solo. Guess what two of those individuals were featured in? The Star Wars Holiday Special! Holiday Special celebrating Life Day. Bet you didn't know that. Yeah. I don't either, because why? Because I like to tell myself that special actually didn't happen. I like to tell myself that so that I can sleep at night. General Hux. General Hux. I hate this guy's guts. Freaking hate him. So, in what way is General Hux intertwined with all these connections to Christmas? Star Wars. But just like Kylo Ren, General Hux is like another Christmas character from a Christmas special. What is that character from which Christmas special. That character is Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. But which version of Christmas Carol does this show me to choose from? Now, which one is it of to choose from? That choice, of course, of the version of Ebenezer Scrooge that General Hux is most similar to is the version of Ebenezer Scrooge that is, of course, Scrooge McDuck. They could be brothers. Seriously. The reason I see General Hux and Scrooge McDuck similar is because they're ducks. So simple. How can you not realize that? I'm soulless. So, that is all the connections that I can possibly muster to make the whole debacle and debate, the unhealthy debate on how Christmas and Star Wars aren't similar. I hope that this puts a rest, finally, and we can sleep softly, knowing that, hey, Star Wars and Christmas, they can love each mutually. So, honestly, I hope now all of you lovely, wonderful, thoughtful individuals out there enjoy this time of year that only comes once every time of year. And have a merry little Xmas. Let your heart be Pog. From now on, our Pog will be Pog, 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 I'm so sorry on this festive holiday like this. I think that last one right there must have really scared you all. That was on me. I don't know what came over me. I think I wasn't even intending to do that. I really don't know what the cause of that was. It's the spirit of the season. It's the spirit of thinking of others and just giving and just to putting all your mind on yourself to the side. I think that's really the true meaning of Porgmas. Porg.